On August 3rd, Chiron, Astrology's wounded healer, stations retrograde at 0 degrees Taurus. Impact by zodiac sign, Sun and Rising. Aries, second house of values and wealth. The wound, questioning your worth, earning power, or material stability. Aries, the shift. This retrograde prompts you to examine whether you've been overworking or overproving yourself just to feel secure. Aries, true stability comes from realizing your value isn't tied to your bank account or constant productivity. Taurus, first house of self and identity. The wound, body image, self-doubt, or feeling visible vulnerable. Taurus, the shift. Stationing retrograde directly in your sign puts your personal relationship with yourself front and center. It's time to stop holding yourself back out of fear of criticism and reclaim your physical presence without apology. Gemini, 12th house of the subconscious. The wound, unseen anxiety, spiritual fatigue, or suppressed grief. Gemini, the shift. Chiron in your 12th house calls for deep rest, somatic release, and solitude. Gemini, patterns or fears you've buried come up to be gently held and released, helping you build an unshakable inner sanctuary. Cancer, 11th house of community and dreams. The wound, social anxiety, feeling like an outsider in groups, or fear of rejection. Cancer, the shift. You are invited to audit your social circles and group commitments. Step away from dynamics where you feel you have to perform or shrink your truth to fit in. Leo, 10th house of career and legacy. The wound, imposter syndrome, fear of failure, or pressure to maintain a public facade. Leo, the shift. Chiron asks you to reframe what professional success means to you. Are your career goals aligned with your soul? Leo, or are you striving to heal a past wound of not feeling seen? Virgo, 9th house of beliefs and wisdom. The wound, cynicism, loss of faith, or feeling restricted by rigid worldviews. Virgo, the shift. Your perspective is undergoing a deep healing process. You are encouraged to let go of dogmatic thinking, embrace the unknown, and turn your past life lessons into actionable wisdom. Libra, 8th house of shared resources and intimacy. The wound, fear of betrayal, trust issues, or boundary struggles in deep partnerships. Libra, the shift. Intimacy requires vulnerability, but Chiron asks you to establish firm emotional and financial boundaries first. Healing occurs when you stop compromising your core self to keep the peace. Scorpio, 7th house of relationships. The wound, fearing abandonment or attracting dynamics where you feel unappreciated. Scorpio, the shift. One-on-one partnerships, romantic or professional, become your primary mirror. Use this period to address recurring relationship patterns and build equal, respectful connections. Sagittarius, 6th house of health and work routines. The wound, burnout, physical symptoms of stress, or feeling overworked. Sagittarius, the shift. Chiron focuses on your physical well-being and day-to-day lifestyle. Shift away from rigid perfectionism in your routines and focus on holistic, nourishing self-care. Capricorn, 5th house of joy, creativity, and romance. The wound, blocking your own creative expression, fear of playfulness, or feeling uninspired. Capricorn, the shift. You are invited to heal the inner child who felt they had to be serious or productive all the time. Reconnect with passion, art, and romantic joy purely for the pleasure of it. Aquarius, 4th house of home and ancestry. The wound, family conditioning, inherited emotional wounds, or feeling unsafe in your roots. The shift, the focus turns to your domestic life and inner foundations. You are breaking generational cycles and redefining what home and emotional safety mean on your own terms. Pisces, 3rd house of communication and mindset. The wound, self-doubt regarding your voice, feeling misunderstood, or mental fatigue. The shift, Chiron encourages you to rewrite your inner monologue. Heal old wounds around speaking your truth or feeling like your ideas aren't worthy of space.